Good day everyone. On this video, we will talk about properties of matter. Don't you know that we are surrounded by matter? That's right. Everything that surrounds you is made up of matter. Do you know what kind of matter is with you today? Do you know what property of that matter makes it different and unique from other materials? You are also matter. That's why it's also important for you to know the different properties of matter. Matter has properties. A property tells something about matter that you can observe using your five senses. By knowing its properties, we can differentiate solid, liquid, and gas. Properties of matter can be classified into physical property and chemical property. But today, we will talk about physical properties of matter. Physical properties of matter can be observed using our five senses or can be measured without changing its composition. So for example, we have this rock. Can you identify the physical property of this rock using your senses? Let's try. What is the color of this rock? What is the shape of this rock? What is the size of this rock? And what is the texture of this rock? Color, shape, size, and texture considered as physical properties of matter? Why do you say so? That's right. Color, shape, texture, and size are considered as physical properties of matter because these can be observed using our five senses. Color refers to the combined lightness, darkness, or hue and saturation of an object. Shape describes the outline of the object. Size describes how big or small an object is, and texture describes the roughness or smoothness of an object. Physical properties of matter can be further classified into two. We have extensive property of matter and intensive property of matter. Extensive property are physical properties of matter that depend on the amount of matter of an object. These includes mass, weight, density, height, or length. Observing extensive properties of matter, we use measuring tools. So for example, if we want to measure mass, we use weighing scale or balance scale. By the way, what is mass? Do you know the difference between mass and weight? What will change when you go to the moon? Is it your mass or your weight? Mass is the amount of matter in an object. It is expressed in grams or in kilograms, and mass is constant, while weight is the pull of gravity on Earth, and it is expressed in Newton. And when you go to the moon, your mass won't change. Your weight does. So when we talk about 10 kilograms or 5 newtons, these are considered physical properties of matter, particularly extensive properties of matter. Volume is also considered as extensive properties of matter. Volume is the amount of space an object occupies. It is expressed through units like cubic centimeter or cubic meter. Another is height. It describes how tall an object is. Length, how long or short an object is. And density, it tells the amount of matter present in a given volume of a substance. So these are all extensive properties of matter because they depend on the amount of matter present in an object. Intensive properties of matter pertains to the identity of the matter and depend on the type of matter. So for example, even I cut my hair, the color of my hair won't change. So here are some of the intensive properties of matter.
Absorbency or porosity. It allows matter to pass through its pores or absorb water. Example, paper, cloth, cotton. Brittleness. Ability of a material to be easily broken into pieces. Example, glass, ceramics. Conductivity. Ability of a material to allow electricity to pass through.
Example, metals. Compressibility, property of gas that allows gas molecules to be placed in a container. Example, LPG inflated balloon. Diffusibility, ability of gas molecules to spread fast. Example, cooking gas, perfume. Ductility, ability of material to be drawn into wires. Example, aluminum and copper wires. Elasticity, ability of solid to return to its original form after being distorted. Example, rubber band. Flexibility, ability of a material to be bent easily without breaking. Example, plastic. Fluidity, ability of liquid to flow from one space into another water. Example, water, juice, and other liquids. Hardness, property of a material which not being easily scratched or worn away still. Example, diamond. Diamond is considered to be the hardest material on earth. Insulation, property of a material that does not allow heat or electricity to pass through plastics. Examples, nonmetals. Permeability, property of material that does not allow water to pass through and resistant to water or is said to be waterproof. Example, plastics, rubber, metal. Magnetism, property of a material to get attracted to magnets. Examples, metals. Rigidity, ability of a material to be bent hard. Example, glass. Solubility, ability of a substance to be dissolved by other substances. Example, water and sugar. Temperature refers to hotness or coldness of an object. The boiling point of water is 100 degrees Celsius, while the freezing point of water is 0 degrees Celsius. Thermal, ability of a material to conduct or transfer heat. Example, metals. Transparency, ability of a material to allow light to pass through transparent materials. Example, glass. Strength, ability of a material which is hard to break. Example, steel. Viscosity, ability of liquid to resist flowing. Example, oil and honey. So those are some of the intensive properties of matter. Now you know how to differentiate intensive property to an extensive property of matter. On our next video, we will talk about the other kind of property of matter, which is the chemical property of matter. See you on our next video. Bye!